Hello and welcome. For this week, we don't do anything special, we just play, we just take the test. That's what we're doing. We're just taking the test. There's nothing special, nothing interesting going on, so don't you worry your pretty little heads about that. There's some code going on in the background. It's probably fine, just a little bit of a weird bug. It seems a little bit glitchy over the place, but overall, you're probably fine. You don't need to worry about a thing. It's just a test. What could go wrong? So let's go. First, I need your name. Your real name. My real name? Full name. Aaron. That's all you're getting from me. Now, I need your age. At this point, still 29. How you learned something about me. Finally! What country do you live in? It's always so confusing when the I'm dumb pops up down there. But I'm from Austria. Just had to double check if I spelled it correctly. Now, Australia. Please ensure the age and country you have entered is true and contains no spelling mistakes. Otherwise, the results of the test might be inaccurate, and you may face negative consequences. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Also, you don't get me anything to check back or go back, so I'm sure it's correct. Why so? You're a bit aggressive. You are now ready to begin the test. Good. This test utilizes audio and visual cues to improve the accuracy of the result. Please make sure your screen is at a comfortable brightness and your volume is at a comfortable level. I wish it would have said loudness, but whatever. We require your full attention for the duration of this test. We will notify you beforehand when an audio or visual cue is going to be played. If you hear or see anything that we did not inform you beforehand about, it is not from the test, so ignore it. Got it! What could go wrong? Just a simple quest. Question 1. You are walking down the street and you see an elderly lady getting robbed. Interesting. The attacker is holding a knife and you have no weapon besides your fists. These fists of fury. The streets are empty and nobody will know if you died. You decide to run away and let the woman die. Okay. Try to intervene, call the police, run away and try to get help. I think you're missing the P, but that's the funny part there. So you see that the correct order is call the police, then try to intervene. That's what you should do. You don't intervene without having any sort of backup going on. Running away is irresponsible. At least call the police. I personally, I'd say I 100% will call the police. I'm not sure if I will have enough energy and adrenaline to actually intervene. So I'm gonna call the police here. Because that's the one thing that I know I would do. Question 2. You're walking around your house and you see a spider on the floor. Happens a lot less now that we have a dog, but also did not happen beforehand to begin with in our apartment. So, you don't know if it's venomous. I'm pretty sure it's not in Austria, and at any moment it could leap up and bite you. Most likely won't, But not if you kill it first. You decide to crush it right now, capture it and release it, capture it and keep it as a pet. I'm gonna capture it and release it. It's a spider here in Austria. The most poisonous spider that we have around this area is, I think, just translated by name, it's a cross spider. And it's not super poisonous that it would kill me. They don't jump. So I'm just gonna cup sheet of paper out the window with the thing. And I'm done with that problem. And even if it would be a black widow, I would more or less do the same. I would be more concerned for my dog in that situation though. Choose a weapon. Brass knuckles, kitchen knife, bow and arrow, an M1911 handgun. I mean, brass knuckles going up close in combat would also fit well for me knowing how to actually defend myself. It seems quiet. Because I took self-defense classes, jiu-jitsu to be precise, kitchen knife. It's been a while though, I'm just gonna throw that out. It's not like I'm doing this active because I don't have the time to do that active anymore, but I did do that for, I think, nearly 4 years. So some things probably still stick around. Kitchen knife, fun, and they have some good knives. Bow and arrow, I would love to have a bow and arrow. I don't care about guns. Also, gun safety is a lot higher here in Austria. But just a bow and arrow, I think I could have that. I would like a bow and arrow. But I'm not good with that because I never shot a bow and arrow. And if I have to choose a weapon to defend myself with, it's probably gonna be the kitchen knife. Let's be frank, I have an axe out in the front. So that's my weapon of choice. Activity 1. Take a look at this image. Click anywhere to close the image. Okay. The image will not move. Sure. I mean, it's a little bit shaky. Looks interesting. Can see something that looks a little bit like a face and a blue blob up there, but other than that, yeah, fun, I guess. Question 4. How did that image make you feel? Happy, angry, terrified, calm. I felt a sense of calmness, I'm gonna be frank. Not angry. 1.5. The image will be shown again, but with a different color. Interesting. So we're going by color theory now. Again, the image should not move. It's, again, a little bit shaky probably. That's not the same image. And it's shaky this time. But that's not the same image. Looks a little bit like a forest. Looks cool though, like it. Question 5. How did that image make you feel? Uneasy, excited, scared and angry. Not gonna lie, bit excited. Excited for the prospect of something happening mostly. So excited. Activity 2. Now I will show you a word. Okay? Pick the option that best describes that word. Okay, I'm gonna see what you mean by that. I'm gonna figure that out. The word is death. Murder, suicide, funeral, grief. Death, taxes. Taxes is the first one that comes to mind. It's not a thing here. That would fit with grief though. Death. I feel funeral more than any of the others. Even though all of them are correlated. Green, yellow. Oh. Life, grass, happy. Green and life comes to mind a lot. Grass also, but life. The word? Red. Wine. I mean, blood is also up there. The picture from before? Wrong. No, actually blood. Blood was the second one. The first one was wine for me. Door. Knob. Open, closed. At the moment, all closed. Like to have them open though. That's more airflow. Activity 2 has ended. Okay. When will the audio cues happen? Well, that was not an audio cue from the game, but it also wasn't from my place, and that's something I know because I don't have any doors in that direction. There's a TV there. Actually, I have windows in that direction, which would make that even scarier. One day you were walking back from work and you see a masked man pacing outside your house. He looks distressed, but you do not recognize him as anyone you might know. I mean, he's masked. How do you respond? Walk up to him and ask him what he's doing? Hide and call the police, run up to him and instigate a fight? Why? Pretend like you don't live there and walk away. You see a masked man pacing outside your house. He looks distressed. There's a masked person outside my house, just pacing around my house, and they are masked. Just pretending to not know, live there and just walk past them. If this is someone waiting for you specifically and is masked and has ulterior motives, they will know that it's you once you walk past them. So that will not fly. Instigating a fight with no real reason is a bad idea. And just calling the police just because someone looks shady, which looks are deceiving, is pretentious. I'm not sure I would ask someone randomly what they're doing, especially if they're masked. But that seems like the most normal thing to do here. So we're gonna do that. Question 7. If someone were to break into your house, where do you think would be the best place for them to do so? Please answer truthfully. The front or the back door? I'm not fucking telling you that. The window. Well, I'm gonna answer that one truthfully. With the added expense of, first of all, we have a dog. Second of all, we have very alert neighbors as well. When it comes to people getting into that house that do not belong to the house. And secondly, if you enter from the window, you are on the top floor of a 4-story tall building. So that's gonna be a fun one to try to get into from. We don't have a back door. So come in through the front door. Again, I have an X. Liar, there is no... This next... I did not lie to you. I want to point that out. You called me a liar there for a moment, and I was super truthful to you this whole time. How dare you assume I'm lying to you about that? The best way for you to get into this place is through the front door, and I would advise against that. But if you wanna try to climb through the window somehow, have fun with that. The next few questions have been known to induce severe anxiety in test subjects. Proceed at your own risk. I'm ready. If you wanna climb through the windows, please. Activity 3. Take a look at this image. I will, once you give me the option to look at said image. The image will not breathe. The image is allowed to move. Okay. But it will not breathe this time. Of course, and you're the static image. There's a moth flying around here. It looks like a heart a little bit. Or a head. Like the head of a mantis. A praying mantis. Yeah, I can see that. Ah, then this is a horror picture, because then that means that's the female and my head just got bitten off. or I am the female, and then in the moment of I'm going to bite your head off. Interesting. Either way. How did the image make you feel? Horrified, scared, excited, angry? I don't feel anything. I was not horrified. I was not scared. I mean, in the prospect of seeing a praying mantis, I got excited about that. I was not angry and I don't feel anything. I'm not dead inside. So I think the only thing that fits is I was excited. 3.5. Show you the image again, accompanied by some, I guess, music. You aren't allowed to close the image until I tell you to do so. The image is allowed to move. Sure. It's accompanied by some. And that's all we know. That's fine. Was that you telling me that I can close the window? I think that was the game trying to tell me that I can close the... Oh. Oh, you look cool. Now you will start glowing harder again. I think that was the game... the test telling me that I can close the image. It looks dope now. It's not the same as before though, is it? Oh no, it is. It is the praying mantis. It just shifts a little bit because of how red it gets, but I'm pretty sure I can close it now. I think something might have broken because I cannot close it. Oh no. I broke it. Help. Help, I broke it. Oh! Oh, there we go. I'm glad you're still alive. Most people would have quit by now. Or they would have died. I don't see how they would have died, but anyway, continue. Let's continue, as long as the game doesn't break on me, that is. Because I'm concerned about that now, all of a sudden. The test. It's not a game, it's a test. Are you nervous right now? Yes, but for different reasons. Good. Good. Continue. No need to antagonize. I can only antagonize. Sorry. People calm down by listening to music. I calm down more if I don't listen to music, I think. People especially love it when listening to Happy Birthday. I hate that. For some reason, I do not like that. I will now play Happy Birthday for you to calm down. Only hit the button once you calm down. And don't lie, I can hear you. Well, let's listen to Happy Birthday there for a little while. It's over? Oh. But I like that. Okay, I'm calm. I mean, I was calm beforehand, but still, now I'm disappointed. How loud can you scream? Especially when getting stabbed. I can't scream, I would scream my lungs out, I would just accept it, I would try my best. You know, if you ask me like that, I'm not usually someone who screams. I'm someone who more so like goes like like that kind of stuff, like normal human reactions. So if you need me to scream if I get stabbed, then I would try my best. but mostly I would just accept it. Do you think this is a game? No, it's a test. No, it's a test. We established it right early on. I will now play an audio cue. I recommend you to turn up the volume so you can't hear anything in the background. How did the sound make you feel? A little bit distressed. Just a bit. Or uncomfortable. No, distress. Distress seems more fitting. Do you think an unexpected guest is in your house right now? No. No, it's not. Do you trust this test? With what? My insurance policy? No. With it being a test? Yes. With my life? No. You're a test. To tell me the truth? I don't know what you're telling me to begin with. So do I trust you? I don't trust you. Is your door locked? It's closed, so yes. Come on in. It's locked, you cannot just open the door from the outside. By now you should have been taking the test for about 8 minutes and 24 seconds. That's a lie, because according to my recording, we are at this for 22 minutes and 38 seconds. Before we continue, you should take a break. Take this time to look around and observe your surroundings. I would recommend unlocking your door in case you have to flee your house. I'm not gonna unlock my door, because that would mean I have to leave the door open. Don't worry, we won't enter your house. Please do it now. I'm not gonna lock my door again. I would have to leave the door open because it's a safety thing. We don't have a handle on the outside. You need a key to enter. So I hope you have a lockpick. I cannot press, I'm not going to, so I'm done, I guess. Do you think anyone will remember you if you died? Yes. Nice sirens in the background. Are you popular on any social media platform? Yes, just one. No, and yes on multiples. I'm not sure what you mean by popular. I mean, we're creeping up on 600 subscribers on YouTube right now, which is so cool. Thank you all for being here. But I'm not sure that qualifies as popular nowadays. I don't think I'm popular. No, I'm not. So nobody will know if you died today. My girlfriend would know. She's in the room over, so she would know. Like, that's something that would stand out to her pretty hard. Do you think I'm in your house right now? Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't believe that. Take a moment and scan your surroundings. Scan, scan. If an intruder were to attack you, and you can only defend yourself with what is close to you, what would you pick up? A freaking liter glass bottle. That's what I would take. 1 liter glass bottle. It's a hefty one at that as well. And that can deal some damage, let me tell you. Do you have any prior or current experience with any martial arts? I do. I talked about that earlier in the video. Just one? What do you mean with just one? Do you have any prior or current experience with any martial? Yeah, I've just one, but that's jiu-jitsu, and that's like a lot of stuff that you learn from that. So I'm fine with just one. I can tell, you can tell, good that you can tell. Yes. Take a moment and scan your surroundings. You know, the scariest thing that could happen to me is once I look over there when it says me to scan my surroundings and me would come out of the room. That would be the scariest thing right now. If an intruder were to attack you and you can only defend yourself with what is closest to you, what would you pick? We already had that. And it's still my 1 liter glass bottle with a little water in it. There you go. I got even more specific because there's a little water in it, which gives it more heft. Why are we going through that again? It's the same thing. Yes. We've already had that. Are we stuck in a loop? Okay, activity. Sorry, I skipped through that because it was broken there for a moment. Okay. It seemed to be glitchy anyway. Activity and the number did not show up. I'm happy we finally got out of the loop though. That was fun. Oh, game over. Why though? Do you not get it? I don't. There was no test. Oh my gosh. But for taking part in this test, I want to sincerely thank you. Thank you for letting me into your house. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're still not in my house, buddy. Well, this is definitely a fun one. And I know by heart I could have played this so much into the tests. Hands could have been a little bit more scared about stuff. But I also love playing the cynical person being like, no, screw off. Because that's also a little bit of fun. But oh yeah, this is fun. The only thing, there was like 2 glitches during this whole thing. One where just all of a sudden the dialogue disappeared despite the fact that we heard something. And then where we just started to go on a loop, which was also a little bit weird. But overall, fun. Inspired by the Scott something test, I think it was. And honestly, I think it's a solid one. I'm pretty sure there's also multiple ways that this could end, depending on how you answer and everything. Probably could end earlier, could end later and everything. So it's really fun. And I tried to answer everything truthful. It never actually did anything with my name, which is kind of a shame. But overall, I had fun with that. And I love these like horror tests, these horror games that disguise themselves as tests, because there's something subtly fun about sitting down to take a test and things just seem off during it. That's something that I like. And I think the last test that we took that was a horror test did this a little bit more subtle than this one, because this seems a little bit pow in your face with it, which again it is designed to do. But I just kinda love that feel of it. You go through questions and then there's like something weird constantly nagging in the back of your mind when you go through them, which is fun. I really enjoy stuff like that. Anyway, I hope you had some fun with that too. And I highly recommend you take the test too. Bye.